In today's video, I'll show you how I get my perennials ready for winter. I need pruning shears, gloves. This is a fern that dies back to the ground every fall. It's an ostrich fern. All you do is you trim off all the foliage. I think it's kind of pretty. I might put it in the arrangement, but then of course I'll compost it. It composts really quickly because the leaves are so small. So this is a columbine. It has a few little tiny green leaves. Just a couple. But I'm gonna leave those, but I'll cut off the big foliage. This is a hosta, and leaves kind of just come right off. So that makes it easy to clean up. I always clean these up because my slug population loves them. Some of them are still kind of mushy, so I do need to trim them off, but some of them just pull right off. So all of this is going to go in the compost eventually. There we go. Yeah, so you can see some of it just comes right off, but I'll have to trim some of it back. Okay. So this is an astilbe. It's quite nice to leave this part of it, the little seed heads, up for the winter. I think they look very pretty. But I kind of just crinkle off the leaves on the bottom again so I don't have to deal with them in the spring. Yeah, and I'll get to making this, hopefully. So this part of the garden is pretty bare now. I already dug out the tender plants that were here. I had some dahlias and some cannas, both of which had to be dug up and taken inside for the winter here. But that's okay. I'll just plant them again next year. These are Oriental Lilies, and they will come back without any special storing in the winter. So again, for the compost, these are a bit thick, so I'll probably cut them into a few pieces. But yeah, totally compostable. So this is my collection of tubers and bulbs and whatever roots need to go inside for the winter. So I dug them up. I'm letting the soil kind of fall off them. They'll dry out a little bit in the sun, which is probably not a bad thing. And then I'll take them to the basement so that we can have lots of flowers next year. They multiply like crazy. I'm gonna need more boxes. So these are Lenten Rose. They are evergreen. So that's kind of nice, especially in the beginning of April when everything else is all brown, and it's just nice to have a little bit of something evergreen. So I don't cut them back. I think some people cut them back, probably in warmer zones. We're in zone 5. I think maybe you could. They're pretty hardy, but I leave the leaves on. The only thing I do is I just get all this leaf litter. They're under a linden tree here in kind of partial shade, and the linden tree has just lost its leaves. It's the end of October right now. So I'll go ahead and clean these out. I can see the flowers for next spring. You can see the little buds. So, gently. not gonna do a perfect job. I feel like some leaves are probably actually kind of a good thing, but I just like not to have a lot of extra work to do in the spring. In the spring, I want to go to the garden center, start skis. I don't want to be picking up nasty, like, disgusting mats of wet leaves. So yeah, I'll come back with the rake now that I've kind of cleaned out. Gotta do this one though, but I just clean them out by hand because of the beautiful little flowers. Oh, there's a slug. This is another reason that I like to clean up the leaves, is because of these slugs. They're just so happy down there. I don't want them munching on my delicious perennials. Nope. So here's a plant up close. And so that's gonna be the flowers that come up next April. So I wouldn't get in here with a rake or anything. I just do it by hand. I just clean the leaves out one by one by hand. Because the flowers are so pretty and they're kind of the only nice thing in the garden. Maybe that and crocuses then, so I don't want to ruin it now. So this is my baby hosta nursery. These guys, I think, are ready to go out into the garden. But yeah, they pretty much just come right off. As long as the roots don't come out, don't pull really hard on the leaves. If you need your pruning shears, you need your pruning shears. But they should just come off like that. Especially if you've had a couple hard freezes. It has some grass in it. So fall is a good time to weed. I mean, it's always a good time to weed, but fall is a good time to weed because you don't want the weeds like storing their energy over winter. They'll come back stronger. So the peonies are another one that can definitely just be cut back. I like to leave a couple inches so that you can see where they are in the spring. But actually on the other side of the house, this morning I tried to cut back some of my peonies, and the ice from last night had just gotten right in the base, like exploded them, and they came right off. So these ones I have to cut. So this is E-Bomb. These are some nice tall flowers that I think are quite pretty to leave up. They don't really have much to speak of in the way of leaves either. So I'm just gonna leave this right as it is. Like walking by it and seeing them poke out of the snow. I think they're kind of pretty. So these are bearded iris, and I cut them back. I cut them back for sure before it snows. I don't want to deal with this and whatever pests come along with it. So here's a monkshood plant that is ready to be cut back.